I wasn't unmuted. Alright, welcome back. I was on mute. How is everyone doing? Welcome back to another Game Dev Daily. It is Game Dev Daily number 30 today. February the 19th. I have definitely been slacking a little bit on the dailies this past week. But hey, you know what? That's alright. It is what it is. And yeah, we're here now, so we're gonna hop into one. Thinking about where we left off last time. And I think we had... What did we do last time? Such a good question. I think we fixed the slooper shot. I think that was the main thing. You know, we got a nice playable game now. As we can see. Now, I think one thing that I might want to do this session is, oh, that's right. Peashooter was something I was going to work on. Oh, we did the crouch. Yeah, the crouch is what we did last session. That's right, I completely forgot about it. So I can't be crouched while in the air. Just trying to like remember what the crouch physics were. Pew 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 pew. Okay, so we can work on the Peashooter a bit more if we want. Alternatively, I can update some of these sprites, which I'm kind of tempted to do. I think I need to fix the Peashooter. Oh, I also identified the bug with the branch bug. The bug with the branch bug, where you can't shoot them from behind. So we have to resolve that issue as well. Okay, so we got a list of things we want to do. And now the question is, what order do we want to do them? I am, what am I thinking of doing here? Should we fix this projectile bug first? Maybe that's the play. I think I want to fix the projectile bug and make it so that all the projectiles actually hit the enemies. Because currently, like, we were shooting straight through the spooters, which is obviously suboptimal. Although I think that's just because I haven't tagged the spooter, possibly. If I reference the branch bug, it has layer enemy. I think I have to layer this as an enemy. I think that's all the issue was. Okay, now let's check the slooper again. Also not layered as enemy. This is directly referenced to the prefab, so that should have hopefully updated all the sloopers in the scene. Oh, maybe not. God, Super Metroid has some absolute bangers. Alright, let's focus up. Okay, so we've added some hitboxes to these guys. Hopefully that will actually work. Alright, so we've updated that. Okay, we're gonna open Visual Studio and we're gonna get started on some of this. I'm also going to take a look at what blob we were throwing here and probably get rid of it. This is for sleepable. Yeah, okay. Don't need to see that, that's fine. Never touch this, holy shit, it works. That's what we love to see. I actually had someone who was interested in taking a look at this, although I think I probably mentioned that last daily. I need to send them through the problem and see if they can spit out an actual formula for me to follow. All right, we are going to focus on getting this projectile thing working. So we need to figure out a solution, yeah? And we're gonna just look at the P for the moment. So the P is the projectile that's that the Peashooter fires. The P begins with a speed value, which I think already has direction. Already has direction as part of it. So really what I should do is split this into direction and speed. I think that's kind of the approach I started following for most of my projectiles. Like if we look at, maybe not jet's probably a bad example. If I look at like the enemy projectiles, right? Like Slooper Ball, Spooter Ball, they have a speed and they also have a direction. Don't worry about the collision here because I just haven't put that in yet. But what we can do with speed and direction is always influenced by the entity that spawns the projectile, but the speed can be tied to the projectile itself. So we can adjust the speed of all the projectiles via that method, like in the Unity editor. So I might want to do that. For now, we're just passing in it's a vector 2, the speed value. So it's got speed and direction bundled into one, which is fine for the moment. Okay, so what is our issue here really? Well, let's hop over to MS Paint. Okay, here's the problem, right? I need to not track that one. Okay, let's say we have a branch bug. Because this is the most obvious. This is the easiest to demonstrate. So we're gonna have this tree branch, right? Like here. And our branch bug is sitting on the tree branch over here. And what we see is the branch bug is moving in this direction. Yeah. So we're gonna give him. There we go. He's going that way. Now, the issue is when we as the player fire a projectile here, the problem is that how this works is all of the translations by the game objects, I believe, happen at the same time. Now, what is this projectile doing in the next frame? Well, it's firing a ray cast. It's actually a circle cast. It fires a circle cast in front of it to the next point in which it would go to. So let's say it would go to here, right? It's going to circle cast to this location. It's going to detect a collision here. And because it detects the collision, it's going to tell the projectile, hey, only go to this collision point. And then what happens is that at the same time where it calculates this and says, hey, you need to go here, at the same time as this is happening, the branch bug is also saying, well, actually, I'm going to move forward as well by my speed. So it's going to move to like here. Like this is where the branch bug ends up, right? And what that means is that the projectile ends up here. The projectile ends up at this point because that's where it traveled to. That's where the collision told it to go to. But the branch bug ends up here in front of the projectile. And then it's rinse repeat. It's just going to do the same thing over and over and over again. And that's why the projectile never hits the branch bug, right? That's our problem. So we need to figure out a way to detect the collision. And if it's going to collide, then we just are happy, right? So the issue is that I kind of want the branch bug to move before the projectile does and then raycast accordingly, but we can't really do that. So the alternative probably is to instead of using a circle cast, Or like when we detect the collision, I think we just have to delete the object rather than moving it and then checking for a collision like this. So the alternative, right, is we could just not do any of this raycasting crap. And we just wait until, like, okay, like here's an option, right? I could, do this, and I could comment all this out. And this will work. So this is gonna like not do the circle casting now. And this will mean it will hit the branch bug. The problem with this is if the bullet's going fast enough, it could potentially skip past the branch bug. That's the worry. But here you will see, or it'll just not move. Okay, hold on, what did I do wrong here? So I definitely wasn't showing the game there. Okay, the bullet just didn't move at all though. What did I do wrong? Oh, I copied the wrong one. That's what I did wrong. Derp. Like that. Alright, so let's try this. Hey, look, you didn't even see the failed attempt anyway. So as far as you guys are concerned, it just didn't even happen. So you can see, we're hitting it there, right? And like, maybe this is just the solution we want. I don't think it is though. Because again, I'm kind of concerned of like, well, what happens if the bullet goes through the branch bug? Which it probably can't easily happen. Can I? What happens if I'm hit while I'm crouched actually? That looks a bit jank, but sure. It's fine. So this method works, but again, the problem is projectile goes into the thing. So my previous solution was to just say, hey, look, if you're gonna collide into something, then just move to the position of the thing that you're colliding into on the next frame. Which is fine, except it causes this issue that we drew out just before. That's the problem. I kind of like need to know where that thing is going to move next and then factor that in accordingly. So, okay. Where is my bullet gonna go next frame? And then where is the enemy gonna go next frame? And can the enemy juke out of the way? Well, we're gonna have to like cut a corner no matter how we do it, right? Like no matter what, there's gonna be a corner cut. That's just required, unfortunately. The question is, where do you cut the corner? I think the best solution is to just say, hey, look, we're not actually translating by enough, because I should be multiplying this by delta time as well. The translation is not by enough that it should matter. Because we're translating the object like once every, how often? Once every 50th of a second. Like how fast do we really want it to move in a second, right? Probably fine for most projectiles. It maybe will cause an issue later if the projector gets big enough. The thing that I'm more concerned with is, like, if I throw the thorn at a wall and it explodes inside the wall, then the explosion's gonna look a bit weird. So maybe we leave this, but we only have it stay for walls, not for enemies. That kind of makes a bit more sense to me. And for enemies, you allow them to blow up inside. So in that case, I'm gonna have 2 masks. I want to have an enemy mask, and I want to have a environment mask. Okay, and the environment mask is going to be able to collide with walls and ground, and the other one's going to only collide with enemies. So when we do this stuff... actually, are we using both? Oh, we actually don't even need an enemy mask. I'm just going to call it a collision mask then. Okay, so we have a collision mask, and so we're only going to have it do the collision thing if it would collide with an environment. If it would collide with an enemy, it won't do that. And I think this is just like the happy medium for the moment. Last thing I need to do is turn this into a translate. So you should be modifying the position directly. You should use the given function, which is transform.position.translate. Actually, it's just transform.translate. Oh, sneeze coming on. Oh my god, okay. And it's gonna be speed normalized times hit distance. And then I also need to multiply this by time.delta time. Now, of course, the immediate effect of this means that my bullets are going to go super slow because I'm multiplying it by time.delta time, which means it should reduce it to a 50th of the speed, which we should be able to see this quite easily if we just run the game and fire the Ps. They're going to go giga slow now. They don't. Why is that? Huh? Huh? It had no impact at all? I'm actually so confused right now. Hold on while I debug some of these. Oh, I'm an idiot, that's why. It's 'cause I'm a dumbass. What else is new? This needs to go up here. And this time it's just not multiplied by the distance. Okay, now we got it working. Okay, now we'll see the bullet go super slow. So it's going at 1/50th of the speed. Watch as the branch bug just run through all of them. That's actually quite satisfying. Oh, it could take one more. Boom. Get wrecked, nerd. Okay. So now what do we have to do? Well, now we have to go into the spell class itself, Peashooter. Let's close some of these scripts, just clean up my Visual Studio a little bit. Okay, And what we want to do now is I'm going to split this into a speed. We're going to split it into speed and direction rather than have be speed a thing that's declared here. So we're going to have speed be on the P. Now it looks like speed was 0.5. How was I doing it for diagonal? I was doing no trigger whatsoever. I was just making it shoot faster. Okay, very cool. Okay, so I'm going to give the P a speed value. So I actually want to have a private vector 2, which is direction, and I want a private float that is speed. And then I want this float to actually be a serialized field value. What do I call this in other things? Where else am I doing this? Physics. Just serialized variables, sure. Okay, so speed's the only thing we're gonna have here. Direction's gonna be passed in at the, or set at the start. Which means I'm gonna have to make it a value that I can set. So this is gonna be direction, return direction, speed is equal to, direction equals value. Okay, and then directions are pretty easy. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out where else I'm doing this trigonometry math, but that's okay for the time being. I'll just figure this out. Sorry, one moment. Okay, so the speed value, which I'm gonna have by default be, we can give it a default value because we kind of already know what it is. It's 0.5 times 50 approximately, which is 25. Just 25 is fine. Okay, and then we're gonna set, the direction is gonna be set by default. So instead of speed and speed dot magnitude, this is going to be speed. So this is the direction, right? Origin, radius. Why is it not giving me the correct one? Hello? Probably because of this. Direction should obviously be direction. I think that's all I have to do. Direction, distance, layer mask. Distance is going to be speed. Do I have to multiply by delta time? The ray cost? I guess I do, right? I guess an easy way to do it is we'll just make a, what was I on when I wrote this? Hello? I make a boolean, and then if I hit it, I set the boolean to true so I don't do this. You mean like an if else statement? Like, hello? Was I tripping when I wrote this? Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was about, but I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to write it like this. Now, what I wanted to do is actually have var new position. Let's call it delta speed, actually, is better. It's not new position, technically. Which is equal to speed multiplied by time dot delta time. fact, I could even set it here. Ah, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so I can use delta speed here instead, and then instead of multiplying it by this every time, I can just use delta speed. So let's do the straightforward one first. It's going to be just direction multiplied by delta speed. Okay, if it's not that, it's going to be direction multiplied by delta speed multiplied by hit dot distance. That is correct. Pretty sure that should be all we need. Okay, and now we need to actually pass in the correct direction values. So we're gonna go back to the Peashooter. We no longer need a speed value here. It's just not being used. Get the speed on a 45-degree angle. Oh, I was doing it. Oh, here you go. Nice. I'm gonna have to actually do some proper trig though. Okay, I'm glad I was like doing it properly though. Okay, if we're holding up and we're holding right, shoot at 45 degrees. So we're going to change direction to be 1, 1. For now, we'll just use... I won't like... I kind of want to slant this a bit, I think, for shooting up, right, up, left. But for now, I won't worry about it. Otherwise, it'll be neg 1, 1. Direction... And for this, it's going to be 0, 1. Cool. All right, and then for... I mean, we can pretty much just replace speed with... Not, sorry, a speed we can replace with 1, like everywhere. Because this is just the direction we're firing it at. Direct... Oh! Oh, it's not the autofill I wanted. Okay, rest looks all fine. I no longer need to use this now. All this is gonna mean is that I'm gonna fire too quickly up, right, and up, left if I leave it like this, which is fine. We'll start by testing this. And we're gonna go to the P projectile. Excuse me, got the hiccups, lovely. Where's my P? Here it is. It has a P script on it. This P script now has a speed, and we can see the default value is 25, which is what we want. So this should be pretty close to what we were seeing originally, which it is. Looks pretty much the same, which is good. We can shoot these branch bugs from behind. Lovely. Shoot them at the butt. Okay, and we can shoot up, right, up, left, but you can see it's going way too fast in comparison. Pretty simple solution to that. We just have to do trig. So let's look at where else we're doing trig. I think we do it in Thorn. Thorn projectile is what I want. Speed vector, that's what I need. Okay, is there a better way for me to do this? Because I see what I'm doing here. I've just taken the speed vector and then I've normalized it to get the direction, which is fine. In fact, you don't even have to normalize it, I don't think. Speed is a float, and I also have a direction, right? Or do I not have a direction? Oh, I based off my rotation, yeah, which is fine. That's how I get my direction for the Thorn. Not what I need here, though. With the P, we can instantiate the direction off the rip. Oh my god, I don't know why my throat is so raw today. It's because I haven't streamed in a little bit. Doing a bunch of talking is just hurting my throat. Oh, I need like a lozenge. Okay, but the actual logic is here. It's this stuff. Okay, so I have a direction. And now what I want to do is... I don't actually want to pass in 1-1. Can I just normalize the vector? Is that all I'm doing? Like, if I normalize 1-1, does it work? It works, right? So if I pass in... Okay, hold on. I need the MS Paint back. If I pass in 1-1, it's this. So I'm actually moving up to here, and then I want to normal... Yeah. So I actually want this length to be normalized to 1 unit, which is like there. Okay, so all I have to do is normalize the vector then. So it's just direction.normalize. So it is effectively the same thing that we're doing in the Thorn script. Okay. That's why we normalize it. In fact, I have to normalize it here. It's when I want to move in the direction. So I think that's all I have to do. Yep. It looks like it's traveling at about the same speed now. Now the issue is that when I'm running, the diagonal bullets look really weird. Of course, when you're grounded, it looks totally fine. But I think what I want to do is I want to add on my running speed to the direction of the bullet. That's why if you're standing still, it won't change it by much. But if you're running, it'll change it and make it look way more ordinary. So I want to add the player's X speed to it. Which I do have a reference to the player, I think. Or not. Actually, I think the spell class does, right? The parent spell class, it does have a reference to the player. Cool. So all we're going to do... for all of these X values, I'm going to do the same thing for Y, I guess. Var X speed. I kind of have to add it per thing, right? Because it changes. Okay, I'm gonna have var x is equal to player dot speed dot x. But I actually want it to be, if I look at the player's speed, I think this is not taking into account delta time. I also have this speed factor. So when the player moves, they move by their speed plus their extra speed multiplied by their speed factor. And that tells you how far the player is going to move. Do I need to worry about extra speed? I guess. Is this a value I can grab? It is. Player.speed.x plus player.extraspeed.x plus player.speed factor. Oh, multiplied, sorry. call this PX and I'll have PY. Which is obviously the same thing, but we're looking at the Ys. So it plays Y speed plus the extra Y speed. Multiplied by the speed factor tells you how fast or where the player is going to move. The speed at which the player is moving in that direction. And we just need to add these. So it's going to be 1 plus PX. Actually, I think I'll do PX plus 1. PX plus 1. Okay, this is actually going to be a bloody pain in the ass. This is PX. This is PX plus 1. This is PX minus 1. Now we're going to have PY plus 1. PY minus 1. It's really wanting to put in PX. It still hasn't figured out. PY. Just really like PX. Okay, and now I think this should add the player's speed to the bullet, which is going to make it feel a little better. So it means that's how fast the bullet fires normally. If I'm traveling faster, it'll go even faster. So like, how can we compare this? I can fire stationary bullets and then move and fire bullets and they should catch. I guess I can't really tell if they are or not. Even that doesn't really look like it's doing it, huh? So I guess what we need to do then is we need to... Maybe, am I not meant to add the delta? Yo, what's up, Snail? How you doing? Maybe I'm just not meant to add the delta then. Or multiply by the delta. Let me try not. It is indeed. So if I don't multiply by the delta. So now if I'm standing still and then I move, it doesn't even look like it's catching at all. Okay, that's super noticeable though, right? If I'm traveling, that looks like way more like I'm firing diagonally. Okay, I do like that that's like way clearer. I'm still surprised I can't get a bullet, like that bullet should chase. Why doesn't it? I'd expect the bullet to catch up. Okay, well, the bullets probably shouldn't go downwards. I guess I should have a minimum speed on them. That looks so dumb. This bullet, I managed to like perfectly balance so that it has no speed. That's actually crazy. Is it moving? There's no way I fired a bullet with 0 speed. Like, what are the odds? I can't... Wait, hold on. Let me go to the transform. It's just straight up not moving. Okay. Okay, we're kind of cooking with this, but not quite. So I want to disregard this value if it's not negative. Wait, no, hold on. Ugh, this is kind of a pain in the ass. Why is it that when I'm running right, PX plus 1, PY, the player's X speed, And then for the P, when it moves... Oh... No. Oh, because I'm only adding the direction. I'm not influencing the speed of the bullet. All I'm doing is modifying the direction. Which is fine. It means the speed's not changing, which makes sense, obviously. If I only modified the direction, the speed shouldn't change. But what is interesting... Huh. So in that case, do I want the player to be able to determine the speed of the bullet as well then? If I'm running, should the bullet come out faster is really the question, right? That's all I really want to know. Okay, it is very interesting to note though that this solution, even though I did it wrong, I still got it so that when you fire it diagonally, it looks good now. Like, look at how good that looks. Like, I unintentionally came to the right solution for this. Also, it's so funny when the bullets just go downwards. Like, I came to the right solution for that on accident. And it doesn't matter what your speed is, it's always going to look normal. This looks a little strange when you're doing this. It looks like it changes path midair, but it actually doesn't. It's actually always going straight. It's just that your camera is slowing down, so it looks like it changes angle. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, vector addition definitely important. So I'm realizing a problem here is that now if I do this, it shoots like way lower. Like, it's harder to get like a standing shot. Kind of have to like tap it. Twitch warning me about that user. Add me on Discord. Okay, so maybe I don't like this. Oh, my headphones came off. Nice, lovely. Would it feel better for my speed to be adjusted? I like how when you're running it looks way smoother. I like how that's actually shooting at a diagonal. It's just shooting at like a way harsher diagonal. Like if I stop moving, you can see like... Which is like fine. Just like looks really weird with the camera when you like stop moving. I'm like really undecided on this actually. Okay, I think for now, well, obviously I'm gonna remove this off the shots that just go up and down. That just go left and... Well, yeah, every shot other than the diagonal shot, I need to remove it. So the only ones I actually care about adding PX and PY to are the diagonal shots. And in fact, I don't even think I want PY at all. I think I only want to have PX. And I have to get rid of this. So it's 1. This is a diagonal shot, so 1 plus PX. This is -1 plus PX. Let me just copy the PX plus PX bit. This is straight up. I don't want to add PX. This I add PX. This I add PX. So this is for all the diagonal shots. We add the player's X movement to the bullet's vector. So it does that. But now we won't get the weird thing where if we like jump and then shoot up on the way down, it won't like turn around, because obviously that was dumb as shit. Holy shit, it's actually so hard to aim. So hard to aim it, like jump and aim at things, unless they're like at the top of your jump height. Because I've got like pretty snappy gravity. Like even shooting at this thing, which clearly the collision's just not working, but even shooting at this is like kind of a pain in the ass. I think I'm gonna have to like work on this, honestly, to get the controls a little nicer. And then it's like, okay, well, if you're playing controller, do you want to allow them to be able to shoot 360 degrees? Because that's like a huge advantage for controller. So, I don't know. You can do it on keyboard, just kind of a pain in the ass. I need a diagonal aiming button. I still can't shoot. Okay, my hitboxes are just like broken for these guys, evidently. Maybe I'll fix that next then. Let's grab like a sloop and a spooter and then just fix the hitboxes. I'll leave this as is for now. I might end up reverting this later if I don't like it. It's easy enough to just revert, so I'll leave it for now. So let me grab one of these guys and a spooter. My goal at the moment is simply just to get the hitboxes working. I don't know why they aren't. The P is simply not interacting with them. On collision enter, which it should be, if colliders.tag is enemy, then have it take damage and then destroy the projectile. I gotta like play some Mega Man and see how Mega Man handles the mid-air shooting, like shooting aerial enemies. Because I just can't remember. It does like feel like quite jank is the problem. Okay, so why are these guys not working is the question. I think one of the issues I had was that the spooter script is here, but the enemy's here, but the hitbox is on the enemy. Get component entity. Yeah, and the issue is it can't get the component. Did I ever find a resolution for this? Can I shoot these guys with thorns? Maybe I just never resolved this problem. Yeah, I guess I just didn't. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know all the issue. Although the console doesn't even display anything either, though. So hold on. Let's try debugging and see what it says. Debug.log. Collision. So first of all, are we even colliding to begin with? Okay, we are. Next thing is debug.log col.collider.tag. Step 2. . . . Untagged. They both return untagged. Wait, I thought I gave this the enemy tag. Okay, I think it's this specifically. It's not the layer that I care about. Which, to confirm this on the slooper, I will give it specifically just this. I'm gonna revert the layer to default. Yeah, so for Spooter it doesn't work. There's no box collider. Let's go to the entity. Where are these errors being thrown from? This should be a collider 2D. No. Try again. So we still can't shoot the Spooter. We should be able to shoot these. The object you want to instantiate is null. Yippee. Game objects. Damage number is in particles damage number and particles dead enemy. What do you mean the game object I want to instantiate is null? Hello? This just works for the... Why would it be any different? Object you want to instantiate is null. Huh? Huh? What the heck? What do you mean? The damage number's null? How does that even make sense? Also, why do I have this enumerator defined here? Sure, okay. Let me just put this down here. I don't really get this. It's saying it can't find the damage number, but I should have loaded this properly. In fact, I definitely should have, because all entity scripts should have it, considering that it definitely works with the branch bug. So why would it be any different for the slooper? They're both inheriting the same class. Branch bug just works. The object you want to instantiate is null. It's so strange. Upon taking damage, instantiate a game object. Let us do just some debugging. I don't need to debug the identity. Okay, let's just try that. Yeah. I should get rid of the collision debugs. Null. It's null. How is it null? What? Okay, hold on. The slooper has... I don't even know how I do that. The slooper has a slooper script. It has no reference to the damage number. The slooper inherits, right? I'm not crazy. Where is slooper? Slooper inherits from entity? Yeah. Oh, I'm not calling base.start. Actual dumbass. Okay. That's all it was. I need to call base.start to load the... Yeah, okay. There you go. Apparently sloopers die in one shot. Which is interesting. Oh, do I never set its health? What else do entities have? It's mainly just health. Okay, then what about the Peashooter? Is the Peashooter missing all the shit as well then? Base.start, and it has health and speed and whatnot. The spider guy's pissed, man. Look at him. He's ready to rumble. He's also ready to not freaking work. Okay, so here's the next issue. Okay, actually, let's make sure that my slooper dies in like... I think it dies in 3 hits. I think... Actually, I know for a fact the Peashooter does 2 damage because it literally says it does 2 damage. So boom, dies in 3 hits. Lovely. Okay, now here's the problem with the Peashooter, right? The Peashooter is a game object, and it's divided into 2 parts. It's the Peashooter enemy itself, and it's also the web rope. Now, the issue is that the script is on the parent object, but the hitbox is on the Peashooter enemy. Now, when the Peashooter goes to take damage, it cannot find its collider, right? When we go entity.take damage, it can't find the collider. So we need to try and find it elsewhere, right? Because it can't get this. Now, I think what I need to do, probably, is have a collider at the top in the start. So I think what I'm going to have to do is go private collider 2D collider. And then I'm going to say collider is equal to get component collider. Oh, sorry, collider 2D. Now, we want to attempt to find this. If we can't find it, we look in our parents. Unity get components in parents if not on object. So I kind of want to say that this could be null, like I might not find it, but I'm debating how I want to do that, right? Because basically what we're saying here is that this collider might not actually find anything. So maybe it's like find component. Components. So there's get components. Let's try get component. Yeah. Okay. Okay, hold on. We got try get component. Unity try get component. I need to look at this up. Gets the component, returns true, otherwise returns false. Right, okay, so the issue here is that it's a Boolean value. So what we want to do then is we want to go if try get component collider 2D do I just do it like this instead? No. How the hell does this work? Try get component out. Oh, it's one of these things. I don't know how these bloody functions work. They're like freaking voodoo magic. But okay, I know what it's wanting to do now. Okay, so it's if try get components. I've seen these before. I should really look up how this crap works. It's like a function that returns a Boolean, but if it's true, it also outputs the thing that you're looking for, which in this case is the collider. So it works like this, right? And now at any point now, we can refer to this col object inside of these brackets. Why is this grayed out, I wonder? Is it because I'm specifying it here? Okay, I can just do it like that. Because I'm specifying the type here, I don't have to specify it after the try-get component, which is fair enough. If we find it, then we say collider is equal to col. If we can't find it, else, then we do collider is equal to get components in parent collider 2D. Okay, I thought this returned a list, but I guess not. Get component in parent Unity. Let me look at the docs. Otherwise null if no component is found. Gets a reference to the component. Typical usage is to call it from a mono behavior. Define references to other things or its parent. In this case, you can call the method with no preceding object specified, for example. And actually, I realized that I'm an absolute dumbass, and this is not what I'm meant to be doing at all. The issue is not here. The issue is in this. This is where I need to add it. So I'm just a complete idiot. So I'm going to copy this, but I'm going to actually just control everything I just did to this class. Yeah, so we'll leave it here. Okay, so I'm actually supposed to put it is in this section. And it should be entity. Ents. col.gameObject.tryGetComponent. Like this, in which case, var entity is equal to... I just have to declare it, right? Oh, I do. How do I do this? Oh wait, I don't have to declare it at all. What am I talking about? I just do ant.takeDamage. 2. Otherwise, we try to get out of the parent. So we do this dot get component in parent dot take damage 2. Oh, this needs to be entity. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is if the object that we collided with doesn't have a script, an entity script attached to it, we instead look... Oh, you banhammered the bots. Good going, Matt. I was too busy. I was too busy doing fun Unity stuff. Okay. Alright, I think we got this working. So Slooper should still work. Awesome. Spooter? Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, it's the same problem. Oh, but this one's way more of a problem. Ah, shit. Just do transformed opposition, maybe. Ah, it's not gonna look good there. Ah, that's a pain in the ass. I mean, I can define the take damage per enemy, I guess. That's probably the way to do it. Or I can just override it, right? I can just override this. I can do private override. Protected. Sorry. Protected void override. I'm also doing it in the wrong one. It should be in the spooter, not in the slooper. Okay, so all the way down here. Protected void override. Take damage. Am I dumb? Did I do this wrong? Protected override void. I am dumb. Spooter take damage, nothing found. Is it because I have to pass in values? In damage. In fact, what I should do is just copy all this. Okay, all we have to do is... why can't I reference damage number? I have to make it protected, I guess. These should all be protected, actually. Since it's an abstract... I mean, I guess they don't all need to be. This one definitely doesn't. Probably not this either, but I'll leave it. Whatever, it's fine. Oh, actually it does. Yeah, okay. And then all we're gonna do is base this off Spooter. Spooter. Okay. So we've just overrided the take damage script, so we'll have a different spawn point. So, Slooper. Still working. Awesome. There we go. We got it to work. Probably not ideal that it's stuck through the floor, so I can't shoot it. Alright, well, we got there. 20 health is also way too much, probably, but that's fine. Yo, what up, Potato? I'm wrapping up pretty soon, and I will probably ping for Rando. Although maybe not, I kind of have to, I mean, I want to ping for Rando. But I also kind of need to be up early tomorrow. I think I will anyway. Alright, I mean, we just tweaked a bunch of stuff. Ironed out some bugs. Some branch bugs. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, it's giving totally the wrong position there. Like by a mile. Because this should be spooter.transform. Spooter.transform. Yeah. Alright, let's check that again real quick. Spooter bugs. The spooter bug. It's the spooter bug. Okay, we fixed. The damage number shows up in the right spot now. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, see sometimes, see how that projectile like thread through the spooter? We'll probably have to update how I'm doing that, but that's fine. It's fine for now anyway. I'm gonna have to add in like a diagonal aiming button probably. But like, what the hell would I even make it? Maybe like shift. Shift just makes you aim at an angle. I mean, that's the way to go. I don't know. It's gonna be awkward, but I think I probably don't have great options. Duck. You do like a Mario duck slide now. Boing. Alright, definitely doesn't look janky as fuck or anything. Okay. I think we are I think that's enough for today's daily. Be back on tomorrow for some more. Thanks for stopping in, Potato. Alright. Cheers everyone who dropped by for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I will be popping off again back tomorrow. So yeah. Have a good one. Catch you around.